What's up, guys? So, as most of you guys probably know, the game is dead and not really too many people are playing the game anymore. The game is literally down to 20k players, which is, at the best to say, depressing as fuck. But nonetheless, if you guys are still playing the game, you might have noticed that something is really off with the DPS leaderboard. The spike in the DPS has been absolutely insane. And looking at this thing right here, the first guy is doing 414 billion. Okay. Actually, I have no idea what the fuck is going on. I don't know why this guy is doing 30% more than the second guy. That's completely insane. But yeah, the leaderboard has jumped. Like that's definitely a fact, right? Like look at this. The last guy in the freaking leaderboard is doing, wait, I can't scroll apparently, 160 billion. That's the bottom of the leaderboard, right? Which is still a tremendous amount of DPS, especially considering that this dummy does not count as a boss, so celestial quirks don't really do shit. Now, how do people achieve that? I'm gonna show you exactly how you can double, triple your damage, whatever, depending on what you have in your resources. Now, so this is my damage team. I'm gonna equip my damage team. I'm gonna start blasting the dummy, and you'll see how much DPS we can reach up to, and then I'll show you how you can literally just double your damage for fun. Alright, so you see that DPS is something around 40 to 50 billion. It spikes up to 50 billion at times, but yeah. So it's something like 40 to 50 billion overall. So there you go, 48, 49, 50, 56. Okay, so 56 is like the spike, right? It's not going to go any higher than that. That's the peak DPS, 56. Now, you guys know that the stat match units are absolute garbage, right? Now, I don't know what they changed when they like sort of fixed the damage issues that they had, like reward damage formula, but stat match units are actually now insane. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off at least some of these shitters, the really old units. So I'll take out at least those 3 units, and I'm gonna replace them with 2 tailed beasts and 1 of these crimson roses, I guess, because we don't really have anything better to use. So yeah, now our team looks something like this. Obviously, we lost Harmony 3. We have only Harmony 2, which would make you think that the DPS is gonna fall off. But would you look at that? So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna attack the dummy, and okay, I don't know, everything is just too big, too bright, whatever. I think this camera position is fine. And just wait until you guys see the ultimates fly through, and you'll see the damage. Like, it's actually doubling your damage for whatever the reason. Like, these units are just that good. I don't know why, but yeah, they're just that good. So there you go, we're already at 50 billion, and tailed beasts have not even started casting. I think they're gonna start casting right about now, and yeah, there you go, so 60, 65. When I tested this earlier, I was spiking up to 100 billion, so I think if we just wait a little bit for 1 or 2 ultimates to come through, it will hit 100 billion. So yeah, like, whatever they changed to the stat match units are just broken. Now, I don't have a Dio, so if you're somebody who has like a Dio or 2 and a couple of other stat match units, you are gonna be popping out some insane numbers. But yeah, so I don't know why I'm not doing 100 billion now, honestly, because I used to do 100 billion earlier when I was testing, but you can still tell that it's just that the gap is different, right? Like, it's just insane. Okay, so there we go. We're at 70 billion now. Have I done something wrong? I don't know. 76 billion. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't know what I've done wrong this time around compared to when I was testing, but I was at 100 billion DPS earlier. I guess I should have recorded earlier. I don't know. Maybe talent's affected. Maybe this guy is a shooter. But yeah, that still wouldn't explain such big gap in power. So yeah, what I'm going to try to do now, apparently from what I've been told, the people at the top of the leaderboard are running 1 damage unit and 6 stat match units. I don't know how good of a strat that is, if I'm being honest with you guys. So yeah, we're gonna try it out. Oh wait, I'm gonna unequip this guy, I'm gonna unequip this guy as well, and I'm gonna go ahead, we're gonna equip even more crimson roses. And now, as you can see, I have only Harmony 1, I'm using only 2 damage units and a whole bunch of other units. So yeah, there is a lot of things going on. right here. And okay, DPS is down to 0, so let's check this combination out. Now, when I tested earlier, this did less than the previous setup. I think primarily because Crimson Roses are not that good. I don't know if that is the problem or not. So let's check this out. Like, this used to do around 70 to 80 billion, while the previous combo did 100, but this time around I couldn't do as much. Now, another thing why this combination doesn't spike that hard is due to the fact that Crimson Roses are not aligned with the Tailed Beasts. There you go, you see 86 billion this time around, which is kind of crazy. So yeah, this does perform better now. I don't know why. Also, my Crimson Roses are not synced either. I guess it's because of the talents, attack speed talents. So apparently attack speed talents definitely do factor in those units, so that's something to consider. But yeah, that's pretty much what we're looking at right now. And yeah, there we go. Another set of ultimates are coming through. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. 80 something billion, 87, 93 billion, 94 billion. So yeah, as you can tell, this team is just flat out better. It's doing shitloads more damage, and yeah. Now, that is in the dummy. Celestials obviously are not working on the dummy, so the question is this also better in the raid? So I'm gonna jump into raid. I'm gonna run an impossible raid. I'm gonna reach the last boss, and I'll see you guys in a little bit where we can test our peak DPS, I guess, on the bosses. So we're gonna do Soul Blade since it's the most healthy boss. It has, I think, 20 trillion in hand or whatever. So yeah, I'm just gonna run through to the end, and I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, so here we are, and obviously we're going to be attacking the shield, so DPS is going to be half, but that doesn't matter. We're just going to compare the numbers between the units and whatnot. Now, I think that your actual team should be doing more, simply due to the fact that the Celestial is broken for boss damage. And there you go, so 140 billion is what I see so far as my peak. We're going to wait for another set of ultimates to come through. And then we're going to check out. Okay, I'm just going to press ultimates. I think that's going to be better. Actually, no, probably was not the play. But yeah, we can just like let it do some DPS through the shield, and we'll see how much it does. Actually, I don't know if we should test shield or no shield first. Probably shield is a more consistent way to tell your DPS rather than the spike. But yeah, I think, okay, so shield is down. Obviously, my DPS is going to fly now. It should probably peak way above 200 billion. Yeah, there we go. To 26, to 20, and whatnot, 240. Okay, so 240 was the big spike. So what I'm gonna do now is the same exact thing. I'm gonna unequip all of those units, and I am gonna equip my stat match units instead. So there's one, there's two. Should I equip this, or should I have all of them the same? I feel like I should have all of them being the same units, to be honest. I think that's probably better. And what am I missing? I'm missing one more Tailed Beast. Yes, and a couple of these Crimson Roses, or... Okay, no, we're 7 out of 7. Okay, so let's see now how much DPS we're going to be doing on the boss. I don't think that this is going to be doing more, since it's really... that Celestial is not calculated in the stat match units yet. I hope that it's gonna be fixed. But yeah, let's just see when the ultimates come how much damage it's gonna be doing. So ultimates should be flying through any moment now. And yeah, I feel like you can also tell that DPS is significantly less. Okay, yeah, ultimates are just like... Actually, I don't know. You guys think that it's worse? It looks awfully close to the peak that the previous DPS had. Actually, I'm not entirely sure. I feel like if you can manage to like get to fully charged ultimates from those units when the shield is down, this might end up being better. And there you go. So another set of ultimates about to come in. We also have the Tailed Beasts coming soon. But yeah, if it's like 120 billion of shield, that's pretty much the same as the peak that I had momentarily. The previous run, 100 billion. Alright, so I think by the time the next ultimates come, okay, whatever. This didn't work out. we just blew the shield wide open. But yeah, I don't think this is better. It's definitely not bad that I got 200 billion. Obviously, my units didn't even get to cast their ultimates on the burn phase, which was kind of unfortunate. But yeah, I feel like Celestials are more consistent than this. It's very RNGs, like all those units are super slow on their ultimates. Obviously, I don't have attack stats maxed on them, so maybe they will get better. I don't know how talents work. I think every talent works besides damage. That's what I think. I think crit damage, crit multiplier, whatever, ability damage, all of these things should affect them. I think it's only that damage doesn't affect them, so yeah. Nonetheless, this is definitely a DPS increase. There you go, you see again, we're over 100 billion, all the ultimates come through. So yeah, maybe this is better, even on the bosses. I don't know, I'm not entirely convinced. Like, also, I don't really have the talents on these units, right? So maybe they are better, but yeah, nonetheless, besides bosses and especially on the dummy, like you can see that there's a substantial increase by using those units. I don't know what they've done with them, but they are doing a lot of damage. And even without Harmony, like you're still doing more, surprisingly enough, to these enemies. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. It's a neat way to use your stat match units. Now, obviously, if you're somebody that has a lot of these cosmic stat match units, you are going to be doing so much damage as opposed to using mythics. Like, it's 10% sure, but like 10% on each unit kind of adds up. So I have like 3 of them, and they're all missing like 10% compared to these. So they could be still doing a lot more. And there you go. Actually, I don't even know. I don't know how the talents work. But I have a feeling that all of these talents actually do affect the units besides the damage. I might farm some talent tokens and do some more tests about that. But yeah, anyway, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I hope you have enjoyed and you have found it helpful. But yeah, as always, if you have enjoyed, make sure to click the like and subscribe button down below. And I'll see you guys all on the next video. Peace out.